With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today.
Well, if you've ever had a puppy, you know how much work they can be. But if you train them right, they will be a wonderful reward in your home for many, many years, right? And training them right is what we're talking about here with our sweet friends from Cold Nose College in Murphy, North Carolina. Brad and Lisa Wagner join us here, along with, let's see, that was Cody,
This is Cody.
And Willow.
This is
I was
Willow.
trying to see which one we had on camera there. Glad to have you back with us.
Thanks.
You know, every time you come on, and it's really wonderful having you as regular guest because you always bring something new and something that, oh gosh, I've had dogs for years, but I hadn't thought of that. And it just makes really good sense. So right now we're talking about summertime and dealing with them.
Absolutely. The whole country has had just an incredible heat wave. And I don't know about, everybody else out there in the viewing audience, but when it's 102 degrees, I don't like to be out there. It's not necessarily safe, and certainly not safe for the dogs to exercise. Yeah. So we have some brain games that we're going to show on how to keep your dog mentally stimulated.
They still need to move, right? I mean, because otherwise they get distracted.
And working their brains can tire them out just as much as working their bodies. You know, if I think on a problem for a long time, I get tired.
I do too.
So these guys
are
not that different.
Same way.
Sure.
And even beyond the heat, when she was just spayed a few weeks ago and she couldn't have any physical exercise. So I kept her busy with training and puzzle games to keep her mentally stimulated and tire her out, even though she couldn't romp and roll.
And you talk about puzzle games with dogs.
Yeah. You ready to see one?
That? I am ready to see
Could
one.
you wait?
Yes.
Well, this one is already...
But before you start, this is a good idea that's keeping her busy.
Absolutely. This is keeping her busy. It's just a nice chew stick. It's called a bully stick, and it's a dried beef product. And it's completely digestible.
That's good.
Don't buy rawhide.
Yeah, I'm glad to know that. So it's called a bully stick.
A bully stick, and that's a 12-inch one. It'll last 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
So this is the puzzle. It's been loaded. There are treats underneath here. I first started her out with only the pull-out pegs. Can you see it?
Yeah.
The pull-out pegs, and then there's a sliding peg. So first, we trained it in stages. We first filled only a few of the cylinder holes and let her work that, and then we filled the slider holes, let her work that, then we put it all together.
Oh, that's
great. And it is on our YouTube channel, so you can go to the Cold Nose College YouTube channel and see some of this, but we thought it'd be fun to see her do it in person.
Okay, Willow perform
Miss Willow,
for
may I
us.
have this? Thank you very much.
Time to play, Willow.
Yeah, I'll set that over there. You ready to work the puzzle? Come on, here we go. Sit.
Right here.
And there you
Here,
go.
let's sit with her where she's the puzzle's in front of her with the camera.
Come here, kid.
Okay.
There you go, right here at that work.
There, good,
There.
good. Now we can see it.
So she's pushing that with her nose.
Sit.
Look at that.
She's learned to go through it very quickly.
Oh my goodness.
So you can, if you want to take the time to sit down with your dog, you can feed them their whole meal this way. 10 pieces of kibble, pick it up, reload it, put it back down again.
We do really recommend that people feed from interactive puzzle toys. So I think she's aced it already. Let's see. There's the last one.
Amazing.
So there we go.
She's even pushed them one up. Oh, she hasn't pushed them over yet?
Yeah, she's pushed them all over.
Everything.
And she'll either do it with her nose or her paw. So each dog has a different strategy, like a person would for working a puzzle.
Yeah.
So then you fill it back up and start over again. And there are puzzles with increasing difficulty.
Okay.
So we can keep, raising the ante. Great for helping a dog problem solve. And teaching creativity.
I noticed a while ago you were teaching her with the little clicker thing that you use and the treats.
Right.
How do you keep from giving them too much?
We've got thumbs. We've got thumbs. So if I'm doing a lot of training with her, which I have been, then I just reduce her normal morning and evening meal.
Oh, okay.
So she gets less at the 2 meals in the day.
What do you feed them for the treats?
It's a variety of things. We use mostly Natural Balance soft dog food, which is turkey, and cut that up into little teeny small pieces. I happen to have hot dogs today, but still we cut things in very small pieces, so they're not getting much at a time. Pea-sized shapes.
All right, because I'm not sure my dogs would really be that interested in me giving them dry dog food.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they would do tricks
Yeah.
for dry dog
And,
food.
and at home, where there are no distractions, we'll use their regular kibble for
great.
training oftentimes.
Okay.
But when you get out with a lot of distractions
Sure.
like the TV,
Yeah.
She's now chewing on the puzzle
Now-
pieces
yeah,
too.
yeah, let's
enjoying
take
those
that
puzzles.
puzzle
We want
piece
the
away
ballistic
from
back.
her.
Okay.
So
And-
another interactive toy. I think
Okay.
a lot of people are already familiar with the Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Kong started out as a toy that would just bounce funny, and then people figured you could put food inside that Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And many times we'll just stuff the dog's meals inside the Kong.
Well, let's turn
and
it
let
around
them.
here so he can.
Well, we're not going to give Cody this
We'll
one. This
show
is
on
just
camera.
the
Oh,
regular Kong.
Cody's
What we've
very
got
interested.
today
He says, yeah,
is
I'm
what
familiar.
is the jumbo size. This is
Okay.
called a Kong wobbler. What happens is you can unscrew the top and fill it with their dry dog food. And then when we put that on the floor,
Over here on this way, so it'll show on the camera.
Cody has learned to push it over, and there's got a hole in there, and a piece of kibble will fall out every so often. And when it does, he'll pick it up. But he has learned, if I keep working this thing,
Oh.
there's a piece. Good job, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Willow's helping.
Okay. Here, can you see this?
Yeah, we've got it there.
Let's move him over this way. Hey, there, right there, right there. Look at that.
So he has figured out, if I keep working this, so you can put his whole meal in there instead of the normal dog, which woofs their meal down in 20 seconds. It might
Yeah.
take him 20 minutes to get his whole meal out.
Uh-huh.
So,
Now, does Willow get distracted by that? Or
well,
does
right
she?
now her bully stick outweighs
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
in
Oh,
the.
okay.
It's a little bit
Oh,
higher
that's
value.
good. That's good, because otherwise they might be fighting over.
You're
what
right,
goes down
and
the
that's a
pond.
very good. That's a very good
If
statement.
you do have a multi-dog household and you're using puzzle toys to feed with, you want one for each dog, or give them their own separate space to work with,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
don't want competition for the toy.
Right.
Well, you separate them or something, right? Yeah. Oh,
But-
look at that.
So these
That
are
is
just-
And
amazing.
Cody just saw this Kong wobbler for the first time yesterday.
You're
And it took him
kidding.
about that long to figure out, hey, I can make stuff happen.
Yeah.
And on this shag rug, he's missed a piece over there, but
Yeah.
he'll find it.
Yeah,
He'll
they'll
find
find it. Yeah.
He'll find it.
Yeah, another great game, which is really, really easy to do, is what we call the Find It game. And I'm not sure with Willow and her bully stick and Cody and his Kong wobbler, she'll do it for me. Hey, Willow, may I have this? Thank you very much. Willow, find it? Yay! Good girl. Willow, find it? Yay! Oh, she's got to go off camera
Oh,
to
how
get it. Hey, Willow, this way. Find it? Find it? Get it?
So just keeping their minds busy. And in our house, a lot of times we'll just play hide and
Shag
seek.
carpet is great.
One of us can keep the dogs busy while the other goes and simply maybe hides behind the door in the bedroom, and then goes, go find. And then they start searching frantically, trying to find us, and then
Yeah.
we
And
throw a
that's-
party when they do.
Yeah, it's a really valuable
great.
game, hide and seek, to help build the relationship for recall. Helps you with a strong recall.
What do you mean by that? Recall?
Calling your
call.
dog to come from a distance, which everybody wants and nobody
yeah.
wants to work on because
Yeah.
it takes a while.
Okay.
But it's great for building that relationship with your dog. When you play hide and seek, they find you, big party, yay. It reinforces them to want to find you again.
That's a great idea. Okay.
But-
we had a dog who played hide and seek, and I just attributed it to the fact that he was really smart. But
Well, they do,
Well,
get,
and
they
my
do get
husband
better
did
at
train
it.
him
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
They do get better
We
at
have a
it.
really
do.
small home. There are very few places to hide. So,
okay. Here's find it.
Cody,
Cody, find it.
yeah.
Oh,
So other things to think about
Good.
for the summer,
Okay.
which many people don't if you're out walking with your dog on the grass and need to travel across the asphalt. We have shoes on, our dogs don't. So it's really important to think if it's hot outside, that asphalt is extremely hot on your dog's feet. Get them across it quickly and onto a place that's safe so they're not going to burn the pads on their feet.
yeah. Oh, and you know what? We don't really think about that. And the dog, it's hot at 90 degrees with the sun
Right. Yeah.
coming down.
And we all are aware that it gets hot inside of our cars, but sometimes we think, well, I'm just going to run in the store for a second. Don't do it.
No.
Leave the dog at home.
Yeah.
Take him with you once it gets to be fall or winter time, but when it gets warm outside.
Yeah, you actually did an experiment with our own car with the windows down on one of those hot days, and in less than 10 minutes,
Oh, it was over 120
20
degrees in the car, and
car.
the windows were cracked 4 inches. It was just sitting in the
Doesn't
parking
make
lot.
any difference.
yeah. So don't take your dog
Okay.
with you
Good.
when it's hot.
Good.
Leave them at home.
Now, what I'm taking away from this whole little thing right here is simply just spend some time with them.
Yeah.
You know, there's
You know, just
obviously we think training is hugely important,
Sure.
but management sometimes is just as important, sometimes a lot easier, and again, we're setting the dog up for success so that they don't get in trouble. It keeps their mind working, they're not bored.
They want to be with you.
Yeah, they
Well,
do.
yeah, and
They go-
just like human relationships, the more we spend time with one another, the stronger our relationship is.
Yeah.
And the easier it is, and the same thing with your dog. That's what people, I think, notice a lot from our basic manners classes. When they start working with their dog and spending more focused time with their dog, they're really amazed at the relationship and how it grows.
Well, this has just been fun, and watching them stay so involved in what they're doing, the bully stick, and the Kong, and everything, and the puzzle.
And you know,
So
when we
cool.
have guests over for dinner, the dogs get to do something as opposed to harassing our guests
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's a good
Not
thing,
that they're
too.
harassing our guests.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but
Okay,
staying busy.
one question for you. I've not been able to find the answer to this. I have a dog who licks.
Uh-huh.
And I was told, and I read somewhere, that that's a submissive sign, saying, I like you, I like you, I like you. And so then when we say, don't do this, they keep doing it. They do it even more. So how do you train that?
More than likely, it's probably an attention-seeking behavior. And so when your dog does lick you and you reinforce them by petting them, Willow can't get to her little puzzle piece, and you reinforce them for, you pet them for having just licked you, then you are reinforcing that behavior, and that behavior is likely to continue.
Okay.
So if you're hanging out and you don't want your dog to be licking you, give them something else to do. So prevent the unwanted behavior from happening and reinforce it when it's not happening.
Okay.
And if it does happen, interrupt it and give them something else to do.
Good.
Quite
All
possibly,
right.
sometimes it could be your hand lotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
be.
You never know.
All right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Perspiration on your skin. It could be a lot of reasons, but oftentimes if it's
Yeah.
happening over and over,
They're
they're
Very
nosing
much
you
so.
for some attention.
I'm going to get me a bully stick today. Okay. Murphy, North Carolina is where you can find Cold Nose College. They have a website. They have weekend trainings. They have all kinds of wonderful offerings if you're interested. And there it is, coldnosecollege.com.
And join us on Facebook as well.
Good, good. And thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Thanks
so much for
us.
having
It's
us.
always
It's
a
been
joy to
fun.
be here.
It is always wonderful, and it's fun to see two happy dogs staying busy.
Yeah,
All right.
And there goes the wobbler.
There it goes. We're back with a lot more right after this.
Dennis Franklin's a good guy, but it took every credit card in his wallet to hang on in this economy. Then work slowed, and his credit plunged. But a woman named Katie Allen at a place called Drive Time is getting Dennis into